everybody. Welcome to this session. This one is all about finding out how your parents see you or saw you. Literally see you. They still see you whether they're deceased or living. And yes, this is for parents that are living or deceased. You can choose a PAL for both parents. Like, say I choose PAL 2, that's my mom and my dad. Or you can choose individual PALs for each parent. There's only 3 PALs, so I really feel like maybe you should just choose one. But if you really feel like my parents are totally different energies when it came towards me, they were different energies, then they should get separate PALs. But if you pretty much felt like you had a similar relationship with both of your parents, then it's fine to choose one PAL for them, okay? So, like I said, deceased or living, you can find out how your parents viewed you in your youth, how they see you now, and get a message from them that you need to hear today in order to help you level up. Now, you're choosing these PALs by objects. So, PAL 1 is this ladybug in this tortoise, turquoise tortoise. If you feel drawn to those objects, your parents or parent is in PAL 1. PAL 2, we have the praying Buddha girl or monk, Buddhist monk girl or boy. If you feel drawn to this object, your message is in PAL 2. She said, no, stand me up. And PAL 3 is this blue flower. If you feel drawn to the color blue or to the flower, then your message is in PAL 3. Now, I got jacked by my son earlier today. He was packing up to go somewhere, and I knew I heard something clinking around in his bag. But I was like, nah, this kid he didn't pack up my Tibetan bowl. Yeah, this kid packed up my Tibetan meditation bowl and took it with him. Yeah, this kid that's about to turn 10 years old March 10th took my Tibetan bowl. So, we're going to take some grounded breaths. I was going to use my drum, but man, you could just take 4 deep breaths. All right, I'm using a little Palo Santo to clear the energy and the vibe. You can also use this time to continue to think about which pile you feel most drawn to. Okay. No, that's not enough. I was about to say, how come it don't look like it's lit? All right, so I want you to take a deep breath in through your mouth and out through your mouth. Getting grounded, connecting to the planet, connecting to your guides, knowing that the answers you need today are in one of these piles. Take a deep breath in through your mouth. Relaxing your face muscles. Exhale through your mouth and feel yourself just from the top of your head all the way down to your toes. Just letting everything go down and out through the bottoms of your feet down into Mama Earth. Take a deep breath in through your mouth. Filling up with the light and love that the universe is bestowing upon you for listening to the guidance that guided you here. Exhale through your mouth. And relax. Take another deep breath in. Oops. And exhale. Last time, deep breath in through your mouth. And exhale. Letting go of any stress, any worries. Just relaxing into the moment. And I'll be back with Power 1. Hey, Power 1. Welcome to your reading. I feel like this is a POW that has both parents being represented for one POW. It just gives me like the ladybug and the tortoise. Just gives me the mama, papa, masculine, feminine energy here. Of course, it's genderless, but I'm going by energy, and yeah, it just gives me the energy of two parents. Okay, so let's see. How did your parents see you when you were a child? You have celebration. Take time out to celebrate. They really felt like you were a happy, happy child. And you gave them many reasons to be proud. Maybe you got many rewards, many accolades, many moments where you did things that you accomplished and they were like always celebrating you and very proud of you. Increase. You have successfully manifested something near and dear to your heart. You just always seem to be either adding on new talents and gifts or just really always being rewarded in some way or gaining some recognition or something, credit, or just advancing very rapidly. Maybe you were skipped in school, or but there's just something about you really really manifesting the things that you set your heart out to when you were young. They saw you as that, as a kid who was just always going to do and accomplish the things they set out to do. Universal bank, everything you need to thrive is already here. Like you seemed very self-sufficient, very trusting of the spirit realm, like unconsciously trusting, just knowing that everything you wanted would come in. And it was. You were doing great things. Um, And you have grandmother of love, granddaughter of life. So for some of you, you may be here with a guardian that was actually your grandmother, but raised you as a mom. Okay. So I'm gonna go to the book for Kuan Yin and give you the message that comes with that card. So it says, you are an old soul. So I was going to say they must see you similar either to their mother, like your grandmother, or like that you just spent a lot of time with your grandmother, or you're very similar to one of your grandmothers. You have an old soul, it says here. So they saw you as having a lot of wisdom for a young person. You know how to learn from experience and grow stronger and more loving, even through life's challenges. Trust yourself in life. You are growing now towards your divine destiny. You may need guidance to find your way through unfamiliar situations as you broaden your horizons now. Allow those who are wise like you to be your companions as you choose not to believe in the voices of fear. You always seem very fearless to them. Like you just seem like what you set your mind to, you did, and you were always encouraged to keep that energy. Okay, to always forge your own path. And yeah, so let's see how they saw you as an adult or do see you as an adult. Oh, they see you as a light worker. They see that you have a desire to shed light in the dark for those seeking some love and guidance. But when you're not in your good light worker energy, you can possibly refuse to look at your own shadow and force your light, and sometimes you could force your light on others. Now, this is not saying they see you in the shadow attributes, but I'm just telling you when you're not in the light energy of this attribute, that's pretty much the vibe you would be walking in. But yeah, they see you also as a virgin, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. They just see you as just so good and pure. And when you're in the shadow of this energy, fear of intimate union. So they may also see that in you as well, that your shadow side can make you afraid of intimate union. But when you're in the light of the virgin, you're like very pure energy and pure heart, pure spirit. They also see you as a Samaritan. Refines your capacity to help those who would prefer that you would prefer those you would prefer to ignore. So you do, they see you as an adult who helps people, even people that you possibly are like, oh God, I don't want to help you. The kindness in your heart causes you to help them anyway. And when you're in your shadow of this energy, exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. So you may be upset when you're not acknowledged for the help you offer or recognized or given something in some way. When the key word is offer, you offered the help. And they see you recognition. Someone deserves to be recognized for all that they do. And that's how they see you right now. It's someone who's deserving of recognition for your talents, your gifts, as well as the things that you do and the people that you help and things like that. So that's their view of you right now. Okay. Now let's get the message from them that you need to hear right now. Move these out the way. Okay. You have the 8 of Coins, the Fool, the 5 of Scepters, the Knight of Hearts, and the 3 of Hearts. So you've probably been having a hard time when it comes to a relationship. You are getting a boost. They want you to know that, look, first of all, whatever you do, my ones, you're very good at it. You are a master at your craft. This is something that your parents want you to know. Maybe you inherited some gift from them, some talent, but they are coming through to let you know what you do, you are a leader in, you're a boss in. You have to start to see yourself that way because they're giving an energy that you might not always see that. Um, you just have to trust. At this time, you're being guided, and it might feel like this is stupid. I don't understand why it's going this way. Why do I have to go through this 5 of Scepters energy, this 5 of Wands energy, which could be a lot of competitiveness and petty energy and dramas that revolve around a little bit around love, relationships, false love coming in and stuff and distracting you from what you're supposed to be focusing on. But the 3 of Cups is here. So let's be know, your ancestors want you to know they're gifting you something that you're going to be celebrating soon. I don't know if it's in regards to a relationship or work, but they are saying let them guide right now. Trust, take a leap of faith when it comes in your direction, but not when it's naive, that's just foolish. When it makes sense, when there's no drama involved. You know, they're gifting you something. It's going to seem like it's magical almost. I feel like you're not expecting it at all. It's going to feel miraculous. Um, yeah, be open to receive. They also are saying sensitivity. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. Okay, so that's letting me know that you are opening up more. They are letting you know that you have to make changes about the environments you're in, the people you keep around you, the things, activities that you do, the things you put in your body, because your vibrations becoming more and more sensitive. So you can pick up many people's vibrations and stuff, and you have to start to pay attention to that. Otherwise, you could put yourself in situations where the environment just really throws off your vibration and you find yourself carrying other energies that ain't your own. Um, Writing. Writing is therapeutic for you, my pal ones. You need to write. You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. Either you need to be a writer, you need to work with someone who's a writer, you need to journal and write out your feelings. There's just something that involves writing that's going to really, really be helpful for you at this time. You also have animals. You understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as the animals are a part of your life's work. So you might find your ancestors are letting you know that you might want to start to take an interest in preservation or helping to save certain species, wildlife funding, and things like that. That could be something that already interests you, or they're saying you're going to find yourself interested in. Some of you, if you have pets, your parents are saying that if they're deceased, that they do communicate with you through the pets sometimes, do little things. If your parents are living, um, then ignore that. Okay. So anyway, let go. Walk away from this situation in order to resolve it. So some of you, your parents are telling you there's a situation that you've been struggling with, whether or not you should stay or go. You should keep it going. You shouldn't keep it going. You should stay in the environment. You should leave the environment. And they're saying it is time to leave it. Their advice to you, if they could give you their advice right now and you were asking them for help about this situation, they want to tell you to let it go, to walk away from it. I guess some of you need to hear that message. But yeah, that's what I got for you, my own ones. I hope this resonated and this little session with your parents really helped you over a hump or get some clarity in some way. Um, Remember, give me a thumbs up if you're new here. Subscribe to the channel. Read the description. It'll tell you about all the other ways that we could vibe. I'm sending you so much light and love on your journey. Peace, blessings, and all the goodies that come from being a part of this family of light. And I'll be back with Pal 2. See ya. Hey, Pal 2. Welcome to your session. You were drawn to this praying Buddha girl. So, or boy, I don't know why I keep giving them genders. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm getting for you that your parents, whether living or deceased, are very spiritual or religious people. Um, and they, if they're living, they pray for you all the time. They worry about you. If they are deceased, they are covering you. They watch over you. They are probably sitting right next to you energetically right now. Um, okay. Yeah, this is like a strong guardian angel energy here. So, how did your parents see you when you were a child? So restlessness. They saw you as very restless, hyper. Find a way to calm the waters of your mind. They felt like you were all over the place. Your mind was always going. Um, yeah, they saw you as needing activities. Like they felt like they had to put you in different activities just to keep you occupied. And wow, nourishment. You're being asked to take time out for self care. Okay. So they might have saw you as so restless that sometimes you forgot to take care of yourself. They felt like they had to remind you when to eat. They had to remind you like, hey, did you wash up? Did you do this? Did you do that? Before you jump up and run off and do the things you want to do for the day. Um, and then I think as you got older, that shifted. I'm feeling like as you got to your teen years, then they started to feel like you were very, very into and conscious of your looks, your health, your hygiene and stuff. Connection, you're very connected to the heavenly realms. So you might have shown at an early age or early point in your life that you had some knowledge of the spirit realm, or at least um were very connected, maybe going to church, the mosque, spiritual ceremonies and things. Maybe you showed that you were spiritually inclined, and they always saw you even young as being very connected to the divine. Uh, and your grandmother dragonfly holds the wisdom, while Pal One had a grandmother card as well. Um, so a lot of you had grandmothers that were like mother figures that are coming through today, along with your parents. Um, hmm, you might have spent a lot of time learning from a grandmother, or or there's a lot that you did learn from a grandmother of yours, or your mother is a grandmother to your children now in a way that it helps you a lot to gain more wisdom and insight about things. But I'm going to read you a little from that card. It's 39. So it says, I take delight in life, particularly life that is unexpected, when new life springs from old, and that which seems to have ended is resurrected into new form. I am bringing you a resurrection now. That which may seem to have ended will yet yield something of value, something of benefit for your life journey and divine success. Keep your heart open and remain in the present moment so you can enjoy the gifts that will soon be resting in the palms of your hands. So many of you, you were passed down certain talents and gifts and maybe wisdom from a grandparent or a mother figure in your life. And they're coming through to let you know they are resurrecting these ideas, these memories, these secrets, these traditions, these lessons in you at this time so that you can use them to pass them on to your family or friends or students, depending on your current situation. So let's see how your parents see you as an adult. So you see you as the addict. You help, no, when you are in your light energy, you help recognize and confront addictive behavior. But when it's in the shadow energy, you can compromise integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. So they may see you as someone who's really, really, really good at fighting off things that could potentially be addictive to others. And then when you are not in your light energy, they see you as someone who's addicted to things or easily gets addicted to things. Okay. Bully. Wow. Okay. Highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. So when you're in your life, they see you as somebody who stands up for yourself, who defends yourself, um, who will do things that you know that they know you're afraid to do, but you do it because you're not going to let yourself be in a state of fear. Um, But when you are in your shadow energy of the bully, your parents feel you conceal deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. Or maybe you can be very, very mean and say nasty things. They feel like when you're trying to hide that you're hurt and stuff. Okay. Now, this is not to say that your parents see you in the negative light of it. This is just how they see you as an adult. Um, your energy. All right, exorcist. Freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses when you are in your light energy. When you're in the shadow, there's a fear of facing your own demons. All right. So on one end, when you're in your light energy, your parents see you as someone who assists, who helps other people see their own inner demons, their own issues and problems, possibly even their own addictive behavior, and helps them to release their fears and to confront these inner fears so that they can overcome them. And when you're in the shadow energy, you can be a little bit more abusive and almost narcissistic, like not wanting to even see your shadow. And yeah, so hopefully they always see you in the light. You do not reflect any of these shadow attributes, my pal twos. All right. And they also see you as a visionary. You are learning to synthesize all of your creative ideas into action, and they are watching you and they're helping you with this. Um, your creative ideas are very important to them, I'm hearing, as they will help to keep the family name out there, is what is kind of what I'm hearing as well, or just get it out there, get it some recognition. I am hearing they wish you would be a little bit in your adulthood more spiritual in the traditional sense of it, but which is where I feel like they might see you having addictive behavior. Like if you're into a spirituality that they didn't raise you in, then they feel like, oh, you're addicted to this cult like mindset, which we know that's not true, but you know, these are your parents. They might feel like you've tried to push your values or your mindset or your views on them. And um, sometimes they might have felt like you were like ignoring the fact that this stuff could be of the dark. And so that's for some of you who have parents who are, or grandparents who are very, very religious, like church-based religious. So they might have seen you in this energy in a shadow way, because they might have felt like you just weren't following the way they wanted you to go, which is really deep, twos. I didn't know we were going to spend that much time on how your parents saw you. I thought it'd be more time on the message, but yeah, that's what I'm getting. For some of you, they're starting to see the light in it, and then others of you, they're kind of still seeing it like you have these big visions, and that's great. They wish you'd do something more with your creativity, where some of you, others of you, your parents are like very proud of that. All right, where it fits, okay? And for some of you, this was meant to bring you some closure. Maybe you were trying to figure out, how do my parents see me? I kind of got an idea. I get the vibe, but I'm not sure. Well, there you have it. It's not meant to make you change your life or your beliefs in any way, shape, or form. It's just meant to help you be informed. Like, oh, okay, I see you. So let's see what their message is for you. We have the Wisdom King, which is the Emperor. Feels like a masculine coming through, like a father figure. The Ten of Coins. The World. Okay, there's some kind of fear here of repeating a generational cycle. Two of Hearts. And the Eight of Hearts. Okay. So there's a masculine energy coming through. And it could also be that you have a masculine energy. But the message here has a lot to do with asking you not to repeat a cycle that has repeated generationally and has caused generational wealth to be missed out on. It had something to do with not being able to leave behind false loves. Like once you already have your mind set, like someone's the one or whatever, you have difficulty when you start to see signs that they could not be in releasing them. Um, Once you are able to walk away from something that's showing you it's not what you thought it was going to be, you'll see money start to shift. There's something with repeating, constantly repeating a cycle that is causing financial delays generationally. And there's a need for you to be in a leadership position, a boss position. So maybe you are working somewhere that you thought, oh, this is my end all be all, but you already know, like you're seeing, like, no, it's not. But instead of walking away, you're staying in it. This is something that has been done generationally in your family and has kept you guys from getting that money that's meant to sustain you for generations. This is not me saying quit your job tomorrow. This is me saying make a plan, because they're showing that you're not even really happy wherever you work. There's something better that calls to you. You need to go towards that. All right, what else do they want you to know before I wrap this up for you, my twos? You have options. See, consider the career possibilities that are open to you. So, yeah, really talking about your work here, your money. There is something else that calls to you that you should be doing. All right, crystals. Your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. So when you're feeling high anxiety, your parents are letting you know that crystals, if you've been introduced to them, if not, now you're going to be, they're saying they are going to be very helpful in you getting mental clarity when you have to make choices, as well as getting your grounding you so that you don't have anxiety attacks and things like and panic attacks and stuff. Crystals that specifically help with calming and soothing and try to get big sizes. That's the best way to really get that energy, feel the energy. And aromatherapy, I'm hearing. Oracle cards. Wow. You're able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. So they're also letting you know that you have the ability to learn how to do this as well and to use your intuition to communicate with them and get guidance and tap into your higher self and inner knowing. And you have time to decide. Wow, options and time to decide. Make a decision based on your heart's true desires. And that's literally what they're saying. They were saying from jump. It's time for you to decide what it is you truly desire to do and go after that. And then you'll find your money will come in that you've been praying for. And that's what I got for you, my twos. I hope this resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. Um, Yeah, I hope that you all got the messages you were meant to receive from your parents today that actually helps you elevate in some sort of way, shape, or form. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please subscribe. Everyone read the description so that you can see all the other ways that we could continue to connect. And on that note, peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of this family of light. And I'll be back with Power 3. See ya. Hey, Pal 3, welcome to your session. As soon as I grabbed this pal, I started getting messages. Most of you, this is going to be from a feminine energy, a mother, a grandmother, um, maybe even an auntie for some of y'all, but I'm really hearing mom. So anyone that's in this pile, you most likely want to hear what your mom thinks, whether she's living or deceased, or at least the person you consider to be your mom. For a lot of you, her favorite color is blue, or she really, really liked flowers, or she loves flowers, and her favorite color is blue if she's living. Okay? Let's see. How do your parents see you? How did your parents see you as a child? When you were a child. Authentic self-expression. Be true to who you really are and your life will change in the most amazing ways. Wow. You were always seen as someone who expressed yourself. You were an original energy. Um, whether you're a creative artist or not, your parents saw you as a creative thinker. Or just very, maybe you were like that kid that had their own dress style. They would wear the shoes and the clothes that nobody else would wear. Um, you just had your own way of expressing yourself. I know that was me. I'm telling you. Unwavering faith. You are being asked to have faith in the unseen, and that you did. They felt like very young. You understood and believed in the power and the energy of spirit. Maybe you had experiences um, young, like close encounters with spirit. Yeah. And rejoicing. You have learned how to make the most out of life. So they saw you as pretty much happy, having a good time. You had a enjoyable childhood. You were usually celebrating something. Yeah. And maybe they were always rejoicing about something. Maybe you're another overachiever, what I'm getting for this pile. You gave your parents a lot of reasons to rejoice at the things you did and accomplished. And you have Sacred Falcon shows the way. Wow. So let's see what this card is bringing to the table. Bring up the book. Sacred Falcon shows the way. My wisdom is embodied in nature. I speak to you through the language of the natural world. You will understand my guidance for you as you trust in your observation of nature. Look for my signs. My language is symbolic, humorous, clear, and loving. Dear and loving. Sorry, but probably also clear. I talk to you every day, my divine wild child. Within you are the wild instincts and loving intuitions that can recognize my signs. The presence of my guiding hand. I am speaking to you. Look, listen, believe. It's almost like your parents felt like you were being spiritually guided as a child, that you were communicating in some way with spirit. Um, Already very intuitive, trusting your gut feelings and following signs and synchronicities very young. Hmm. And if they didn't see it off jump, for some reason, you would always prove later that you were being guided or what you were saying was spiritually guided. Yeah. Hmm. All right, so how do they see you as an adult? Hedonist. When you're in your light energy, they feel you inspire creative energy to embrace the good things in life and you celebrate the beauty in yourself. When you're in your shadow, you pursue pleasure to the detriment of health. You indulge at the expense of others. So they may see you as sometimes being somebody who just celebrates life, rejoicing through life, and you're so creative and you're just always focused on the good. And then sometimes if you're in your shadow, they see you as somebody who just overindulges, doesn't care how your overindulgences affect other people, like selfish in a way. All right, you have detective. You have great powers of observation and intuition. They really feel like you are intuitive as a youth and very intuitive as an adult. And that you desire to seek out the truth. You read, you study, you gain knowledge. But when you're in your shadow attributes, you could falsify information, voyeurism. Like, I guess they feel like you're over the top with it, and maybe everything you're saying, you say some things just to sound like you know what you're talking about. This isn't for everybody. I'm just giving you an idea, okay? You take what resonates. And they see you as a damsel. When you're in your light attribute, you understand the nature of healthy romance, and and inspires you to rely on yourself. But when you're in the shadow, you're waiting for a knight to provide for you. Seduction by romantic illusion. So sometimes they feel like you're very wise in relationships, and other times they feel like you're just like looking for some perfect romance that's never going to show up. And you got to remember that's generational burden stuff. So, you don't take that personally. Okay. And Earth shifts. They feel you are very connected to Mother Earth, and as such, you experience all that she does. So they see you are very spiritual. You're very connected to nature and the ancestors and stuff. They know you are intuitive. Okay. All right. So now that we've seen what your parents thought of you and think of you, let's see what the message is that you needed to hear right now. Okay. That was noisier than I intended it to be. All right. So my threes, what do you need to know right now? We have the sun. So that's something to do with your happiness or non-happiness. We have the moon. There's something coming in you don't see. We have the death card. Yeah, some big, big change. Something is about to transform, and I feel like it's going to shift your happiness. The high priestess reverse. It's like they don't. It's something intuitive you're going to feel. You feel something's coming, but they are not revealing what it is. Three of scepters reverse. Something that you've given up on. Something that you have been waiting for. You've been wanting. You want it to come in, but you've kind of been like, this probably won't manifest for me. That's what's going to surprise you and come in. And you're going to go from not feeling like the sun is in your life to feeling like sunny days everlasting. Yeah. What else do they want you to know? Because sheesh, that's good. All right, study. Reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. So take some time now, they're saying, to do some extra research. Pick up a new craft. I'm hearing music. Music might be really, really good. Something with music with this pal here. Um, yeah. Or sound. Or writing. Okay. But there's something you need to learn and get a little bit more clarity about that's going to help boost your career. And it may be something pertaining to your career that is getting a huge shift. Let's see. Music. Y'all gotta be kidding me. Like, yes, y'all, when this happens, I still get freaked out. I make these piles in advance. Like, I don't know what card is going to come out. So having said music and just kept really seeing it in my mind, and I really was trying to figure out why, because this card literally shows nothing with music, and then to flip over the next card and it literally says the word music is like, whoa, whoa. Well, there's the confirmation. Wow. I'm like, my breath was taken away. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. There's something you're meant to do when it comes to music. It could be singing, it could be making music. Maybe you play drums, maybe you sing, maybe you're a spoken word artist. I'm really getting those something with instruments. Maybe you're a sound healer. Maybe listening to some of my sound healing music will help. I don't know. A lot of mine is kind of rusty. I'm just coming up and coming. But maybe taking a course in that. Maybe there's a message for me from my parents. Like, do a little bit more studying with your sound healing stuff. All right. Anyway, yeah, that's for you. And light and love. Your purpose is to bring divine healing, light, and love to this world. So you are getting confirmation, if you were in doubt, that you are meant to be a healing energy in some way. You're meant to bring light and loving energy into this world. And creative expression. Well, there's your second confirmation. Your soul longs to express itself creatively. So, this group here, your parents are really letting you know that there's something you've always wanted to do. It has to do with most likely the creative arts in some way, could have to do with music. That you need to just do a little bit of more research and study on, but it's a part of your purpose to bring into this world. For many of you, I'm seeing theater programs like performances. Some of you I'm seeing workshops being taught. Some of you I'm seeing you in a great sound healing experience, going on a retreat somewhere and really having a great experience and learning something you can bring back that enhances your creative expression. Your parents are letting you know that they also see that you are a master artist, and there's going to be a big change coming. If that's what you do for a living, you're about to see it come in. You're about to see your boat come in, my pal threes. Wow. What a great message to have come through. I hope this resonated because this is what I got for you. If it resonated, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, remember to subscribe to the channel. I am really hoping that these messages were able to give you some closure or give you some insight or even help elevate you to a new level of seeing things and thinking and being. And remember to read my description. It tells you about other ways we could continue to vibe. And on that note, I'm sending you so much peace and love in your journey. Peace, blessings, and all the goodies that come from being a part of this family of light. Love you guys. Until next time, bye.